right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it is March 11th, 2019, and it is 3:10 a.m., and we are going to be talking about an earthquake today, actually a few earthquakes, and the anniversary of one to be more specific. Sorry about that. Let me get my speech under me here. For those of you that remember, in 2011, specifically on this day, March 11th, we had a major 9.0 earthquake. This thing took place just northeast of the coast of Japan. Its epicenter was 130 kilometers off Sendai, Hanashu. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It occurred at relatively shallow depth of 32 kilometers. Yeah, when you have a earthquake of a 9.0 or even in 8 or above, anywhere within 50 kilometers in depth, you are in for a serious ride if you were anywhere near that area. So I have it marked here on Google Earth just to give you guys an idea of where this earthquake took place. Again, this was March 11th, 2011. So this was 8 years ago now. But just very interesting how I planned on making an earthquake video today, not even realizing that it was the anniversary of this quake, which subsequently had a very big tsunami with it, killed many people. I believe the number is still really unknown, but it's pushing 30,000. Over 100,000 buildings destroyed. You can imagine just this entire area of Japan, this northeast coast of Japan here, being just completely decimated by a tsunami, especially from a earthquake of 9.0 magnitude. Like I said, even 100 kilometers in depth, a 9.0 would have caused a tsunami that would have done major damage. So just wanted to talk about that really quick before I get into other parts of the reason for this video, and that is, of course, the absence of earthquakes on the west coast of the U.S., while the other parts of the United States, or not the United States, but the Pacific West, the west coast of the Pacific Ocean, are getting completely decimated, and I want to show you that now. Right now I have you set on 1 day magnitude 2.5 and higher, but I'm going to change that to 7 days, magnitude 4.5 and higher. So this is what's happened in the last 7 days, guys. So 4.5 and higher in the U.S., or at least based on the USGS. Most, if not every single earthquake we've had has had everywhere but on the west coast of the U.S. Now, this is a growing trend. We have not had many big earthquakes on the west coast of the U.S., and that is not a good thing, because that is just going to show that there is a pressure release that is about to happen. A lot of people are expecting this. There's no date being put on it. I will never put a date on anything. I will never go into that type of predicting as far as earthquakes go, or volcanoes, or anything of that nature. But just the fact of the amount of action going on around the Pacific Ring of Fire, and especially in the south East Pacific, down towards northern Australia and by New Zealand and Fiji. Just some of these depths of these earthquakes, guys, are just like absolutely insane. We're talking, let's look at one right here. This one happened today, let alone today. 567 kilometers in depth. Now, a lot of people may follow channels like Dutch Sense and things like that, and you may see numbers like this pretty often, but guys, to really put things in perspective, see, like, numbers like that are not that common. Like, that is not a very common thing to see on planet Earth, for earthquakes of this magnitude to be happening, like I said, at that depth. So we've come to possibly stumble upon a study where deep earthquakes tend to cause shallower, stronger earthquakes. And if that is the case, we could certainly expect to see a lot of action in an area where we've already seen very, very much action. And like I said, guys, Caroline pointed out something very interesting about a month or two ago. What if it's not just one earthquake that causes a tsunami that may head towards the U.S.? What if it's a multiple strike earthquake? Let's say one earthquake strikes, and then about 10 seconds later another strikes, and they're both tsunami causing. What might that do to an island like Hawaii as it makes its way towards the U.S. Just going into the what ifs there. I know it's not something you really want to do on a YouTube channel that focuses more on weather than anything, but I just wanted to get you guys thinking about that. And then on top of that, with the anniversary of that March 11th quake, I figured it was something that people wanted to think about and just ponder about. And before I let you go here, let's just take a look at the 30-day magnitude 4.5 and higher quakes. And once again, guys, check that out. Anything in white has happened in the last 30 days. What is missing here? It's always the west coast of the United States. So basically, in the last 30 days, 4.5 earthquakes and higher, there's been one, and that was in Utah. If you guys remember, that was a that was a significant event. In fact, it still remains a very significant event on one of the apps I use on my cell phone. According to my cell phone, the earthquake day has actually reset. So as of right now, there's been 24 earthquakes today. There's been about 1,700 this month and 26 this week. Now, as of right now, the most significant earthquake today, according to this app on my phone, not the app you're looking at on the chart here. In fact, let me change it to newest earthquakes first. So our newest earthquake was a 5.2 at Volcano, Alaska. So let's change these settings really quick. Alright, well, since looking that up, there's actually been two other quakes, a 5.0 in western Indian Antarctic Ridge, 10 kilometers in depth. That is fairly shallow, very strong quake, 5.0. And then a 4.9, which is pretty interesting to me because when you click on it, it's actually down here, and they're calling it Japan. And then, no, when you click on it, it says Western Indian Arctic Ridge. All right, sorry, guys. I'm all over the place today. I swear to God, when I clicked on that, it said Japan. That's why. When I clicked on it, it turned red because red means new quake. This is the quake it's talking about. Obviously, this is Japan right here. We were just talking about Japan. Ay, caramba. All right, well, let's not take a week off anymore, and maybe we'll avoid those mistakes. But anyway, guys, just wanted to touch base with you and talk about these earthquakes. They have been nonstop. For those of you that follow earthquake channels, you know this, and these are getting kind of scary because the only place not getting hit is the west coast of the U.S. besides our little like 3.0s and this and that. But we got to remember, guys, we have volcanoes. We have a very, very, very overdue and weak fault line, multiple weak and overdue fault lines on the west coast, and we are the only place not getting hit with major earthquakes. So without trying to scare anybody, we need to really be logical about this and really understand that it could be just a matter of time before there are people being displaced from a big section of our country, and we really need to think about this. So with that said, I'll let you think about it, and I'll be back as soon as I can, actually. I have a little bit going on tomorrow, but I do plan on getting a video out tomorrow and staying true to my word to you guys to keeping this channel going and making it nonstop, which is certainly what's going to happen. So I appreciate every single one of you that have been sticking around and making comments and sending pictures and stuff like that. And that's it for now, guys. I'll let you go. Keep an eye on the skies. Send me any pictures that you think are worthy of wanting to be played on video. Anything you want to see of yours, let us know. We will gladly show it. Like I said, Caroline and I thank you all very much, guys. We'll talk very soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Be safe.